What's good, gamers? Welcome back to the Games Done Quick channel and to the Games Done Quick Hotfix. We've already seen the start of the Sonic and the Sidekicks event. We have got a weekend of the colourful cast of Sonic characters, all of them that aren't Sonic. Maybe we'll see him creep in. Hopefully not, because the aim of the game is everybody else. Everybody gets to play, and we are going to be handing over to Black Doom with Sonic Rivals 2 in just a bit. But as well as it being June the 1st, I'll take this opportunity to say Happy Pride Month to all those who celebrate, and to let you know that we have also got Juneteenth happening. It's an annual celebration which is going to be happening from the 22nd to the 23rd. If you're interested in that, you can use !Juneteenth in the Twitch chat to check out the schedule. Now, I said that I'd bring my camera back on to introduce the next run, because will it go back to the title screen? It won't. Sonic's there. Let's see if we can get a screen that doesn't have Sonic. If I go to story, it will show a different one. Yeah, here we go. We have got some Sonic Rivals 2 PSP action, which PSP is a great console, and there is no better gamer that I know of, especially for this category, because this category's got an interesting story. I'm gonna let Black Doom explain what we are in for in this game and in this run. So Black Doom, how are you doing?
Oh, I'm doing great. Hello. Yeah, very excited to be here. So yeah, this is not what we're going to see. Hopefully this is not going to happen in the run. Tails is just stuck in the void. In fact, if this happens, it's going to be a restart. But yeah. So if you're not familiar with Sonic Rivals 2, it's kind of a game that is like a mix of regular Sonic platformer and 1v1 racing. And normally, like, the game is supposed to be like focused on, racing someone else, fighting them in a variety of arenas, doing bosses and such. We're going to be seeing none of that today. In fact, we're not even going to be racing anyone. So he mentioned earlier that this is a very interesting category. So the category I'm going to be doing is called Chow Hunt. And basically, so there is this mode called Free Play that allows you to play stages like freely, like not racing anyone, not just enjoying them at your own pace. But what they also did is that the developers put 10 Chow in each of these stages, and we're going to be collecting all of them. So yeah, that's the gist of what's going to happen, and. Yeah, we're not going to be using this guy, but we're going to be using this guy instead for some of the stages.
Let's go.
Yeah. So, yeah, I guess let's start in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Good luck.
Thank you. So, yeah, first things first is I should probably explain a couple of things about general tech in this game. So we've got these obstacles in the way that when you come upon them, the game offers you to press either circle or X, and you're gonna perform a trick, and we're gonna be seeing a bunch of those. Another thing is that each character in this game has their own special move, or I think the game calls them signature moves. And Metal Sonic's signature move is the same as Sonic's signature move, actually, which is called Sonic Boom. Sonic Boom allows us to go really, really fast, and it also allows us to stay invincible for a brief period of time. And, I mean, it's a speedrun, we want to go fast, right? So that's come on. That's definitely the perfect choice here. And we're going to be using... that was too early. So normally you can use Sonic Boom to skip these barrel sections. It's about 5 seconds faster to not do this, but you saw it the first time, and obviously the second time was to show what the barrel section looks like, actually. So yeah, and we're almost done with this stage, actually. I believe this is going to be the last Chow right here, and just a little more, and we're gonna be done. The goal ring is right here. Metal
Nice.
Sonic wins. So for collecting 10 Chow in each stages, hopefully we're going to be seeing a card like this. So we found all Chow in Zone 1, Act 1. 10 out of 10. And now we're not doing that yet, just yet. Nope. Well, guess we're playing these tails. It's okay. You can. So like for this stage, it actually doesn't really matter. I am very used to doing this with Metal Sonic, but it's not like really that faster compared to Tails.
Well,
and
I mean, technically, Tails is more of a sidekick than Metal Sonic.
that is true.
although-
Yes.
Maybe sidekick to Dr. Eggman? Anyway, I'll leave that with you.
Yeah, for sure. So Tails has his own special move here, which is flying. So the special move can be performed when the bar at the top right corner of the screen is full, and we can fill that bar by collecting rings. Oh, okay. Destroying enemies and performing tricks on those obstacles, like here. So yeah, obviously we're gonna be seeing either Metal Sonic or Tails in this round because they are the only ones that have special moves that kind of alter the vanilla moveset. And yeah, speaking of vanilla moveset, the thing that I haven't talked about, obviously, yeah, that wall doesn't exist, by the way. Yeah, the main tech in this game is so like every time you go through a dash panel or you perform a spin dash, you can do like an animation, and that will pretty much preserve the speed that you got from the speed pad, which is why like you see me kicking a lot, because kicking is like the best option for preserving your speed like that. So you can chain those kicks as soon as you hit a speed pad, and you can just carry that speed for pretty much as long as you'd like, if the stage layout allows it. But you can only kick once after the spin dash. And
Okay.
this works for every character. So like right here, Metal Sonic doesn't have kick, but he has the slap, which I mean works just fine. It like can be literally any animation, and the attack animations are just the best for that. But yeah, so we're done with the first zone of the game, by the way, so which is cool. And something that you'll be seeing is that we're only going to be playing Act 1, and Act 3 of each zone. And that is because Act 2 is usually reserved for something called Rival Battle. So, like, you compete against other character in, like, an arena of sorts. And there's, like, a bunch of rival battles that you can do. And the Act 4 is obviously the boss fight. So yeah, and another thing that you might have noticed is that whenever I approach a Chow, there is an arrow on the right side of the screen, or like right here. So that is called Chow Detector, and you don't normally have it from the start. You can unlock it. Oh, come on! You can unlock it by setting a high score in a stage, which I mean, it's not a difficult task. You just have to beat it once. But yeah, those are really, really helpful. And another thing about this category is that it's a New Game Plus category, because you can't play a stage in free play mode unless you played it in story mode. So you have to beat at least one story, like once.
That's cool, man.
So yeah, we're going back to Tails here, and this time it's intended. Thankfully. Oh, come on. Yeah. So you're gonna be doing a little jump here. Hopefully, grab the guy. Oh, yep. Come on, stop looking up. Gonna be jumping here. So the interesting thing about the Chow locations is that a lot of them are actually where you would where you would normally go in like a story speedrun. So it's not we're like going completely off track. It's just some of them are pretty well hidden though, and I would say they're like close to impossible to find if you don't have the radar casually at least. Like this guy right here. You know, and we're gonna do. Oh, I almost skipped all of the climbing here. Yes, and there's gonna be a pretty tricky. Oh, come on, tricky chow coming up here. So let's see. Oh yeah. So let's see. I need the backup. I need some rings. Normally you're supposed to like do a couple of jumps on those robots, but it's surprisingly more tight than you would think. Like they did not, like the devs did not think that one through really well. But it's okay. This like it's one of the reasons why we are using tails in this stage. Is because like thing like that can happen, and with tails it's very easy to back that up. But now we're moving on to Neon Palace, and Neon Palace 1 is probably one of my favorite stages in the run. I don't know, like it just feels so satisfying to execute. Ew, I didn't grab any of the rings there. And there are these slot machines, and the thing is, I don't have enough rings for a flight here, so we're gonna be doing that. But yeah, the thing about these slot machines is that they have like two exits, one on the side and one on the bottom. And I have no idea how they work, like honestly. It's just the muscle memory that is carrying me there. Like if you mash the jump button at the right time, you're gonna exit wherever you need to. I tried it. I just could never figure out how they work. Like right here, I'm gonna be mashing right from the start, and boom, I drop at the bottom here. And we're gonna be using Tails as Fly to skip some climbing there, and I'm just gonna take this safe. Normally I can just like fly over, but I fell down so many times, and if you fall down, it's a pretty sad situation. So we're not going to be doing that. Yeah, we have enough rings to do the next slide. Jump on the spring. The next slide right here, it keeps waiting for that platform. And that platform is on like a 4-second cycle, I believe, so yeah, that's a bit of time save there. And yeah, we're almost at the end here, so we're gonna grab our last chow here, and boom, Tails wins. Good for him. And we're now going from one of my favorite stages to one of my least favorite stages. This stage just doesn't flow really well. But this stage has this mechanic of bingo. Which, and like I'm pretty sure that a lot of you may recognize the, what is the word? That I'm blanking. The textures they reused from Sonic Heroes for the bingo cubes and the bingo boards, but they don't work the way they work in Sonic Heroes, if you're familiar with that game. So like in Sonic Heroes, there are just multiple bingos across the stage, and the boards have like the numbers shuffled around usually. In this game, it's the same like board across the entire stage, and it's just numbers 1 to 9 in order, left to right, top to bottom. So there are. It's very predictable. Like when you get bingo, and it's probably for the better because you need some of these bingos to like whenever you get a bingo, you get a bunch of rings, and rings help you fill the meter, and that can be helpful to perform the special move.
Nice.
Oh, okay. I'm not gonna question that. Okay, those spikes are extremely tricky to get around for some reason. Like they have some of the worst collision ever, and you can get stuck really easily there. Oh, come on, grab the guy. Good. And that was the last chow for this stage. We're gonna fly up here and do a little spin dash, and that's it.
It's good that you don't have to worry about the timer in the bottom right, because I saw that ticking down. I was just like, okay, no, he can just let him cook. Let him cook.
Yeah, that timer. I'm honestly not sure what were they thinking about with those timers, because a lot of them are really tight, and I think they're just impossible to beat, even with speedrun strats. So yeah. And sometimes, nice. Sometimes they like have more time. Sometimes they have less time on the same stage. I have no idea how that works. I don't know. The game is weird. Yeah. So this stage has these like hula hoops. No hula hoops. What was that? What are they? Lassos and tumbleweed all over the stage, so Wild West kind of stage. So we're gonna do a little bit of backtracking here, and yeah, that enemy is really helpful. You can't normally lock onto that enemy with a homing attack, but you can lock onto him with a kick like that. It's really silly. The game is it's a very silly game. I'm gonna spam kick a little bit more and take off. Here. Oh, okay. Sure, buddy. Oh, come on. And like some of these chow, you can tell that they were really struggling to put them in a stage, because like sometimes you can just grab 3 of them in like 10 seconds. Alright, a little loop skip there. So yeah, if you jump off of that loop too early, you get stuck in a void. That was like I showed at the beginning. I just wanted details here. This stage is really notorious if you're playing it in story mode, because the AI is scary good at this stage, and like each stage, as you may have noticed, has like its own gimmick, and this stage's gimmick is it's not great. It requires a lot of mashing, and well, obviously computers are really good at cheating at that. Oh, what was that jump? Normally I'm supposed to bounce off of the enemy. Okay, I'm not gonna question that.
It looked cool.
Yeah. But yeah, so these things, the AI is really good at them. Like, it's where they can sort of take first place, take over. Yeah, it's can be really tight. Okay, gonna jump here. No. Oh, no.
Ooh.
Okay. that was a little scary, but it's all right. It's all right. Yeah, so like a lot of these mini games require some meshing a lot of the time. But again, okay, come on. Yeah, that guy. Oh. Yep, okay, move on. Nice. And the last one right here.
I really won!
He really won.
Nice.
Nice. So now we're gonna be moving on to what is probably my favorite zone in the game, like aesthetically. I think this is I don't know, like spooky stages in Sonic games have always been great, and this is no exception. And yeah, I think the music is great, and like I don't know, it's a cool stage. And they brought the like light and ghost mechanic from Syndopolis, from Sonic and Knuckles. It's like exactly the same. You got these switches, but the ghosts in this game, they are not programmed really well. Like that guy just vanished as soon as I touched him. He did not hurt me at all. It's pretty funny. Like they can hurt you sometimes, but if you just like approach them face to face, they just vanish. It really does. It really is a weird game. We're gonna be doing a little jump here and doing a little boost. Go through a couple of wormholes. Alright, so this part can be a little confusing. There is like a bunch of whirlpools, and you don't want to go in the wrong one because there is no way to backtrack there. And so like if you just go in the wrong whirlpool, you cannot grab the chow that I just grabbed. And it's a restart. So like that's another thing about this category is that some of the chow are in such places that if you miss it, there is no way to go back and pick it up, and you'll just have to restart the stage. Yeah. There is gonna be one coming in the next stage like that. I don't think this stage has... No, this stage also has one that you have to be really careful with. Oops, that snake. So these things, you need to match two symbols, and it's always the second symbol from the one you start. So, yeah, it's just muscle memory. We're gonna be grabbing 1, 2, 3 chow here. So yeah, like they really tried to put them in interesting places, but sometimes it just doesn't work really well. Gonna be going up here, do a sonic boom to skip a little bit of platforming and grab that chow. Please let me go. You're gonna let the ghost hit us because there is no good way to avoid it. That guy really wanted a hug. Gonna be doing a little skip here, just like that. There are no like real skips in this game, just because of like how the stages are laid out. So yeah, that one is like genuinely one of the biggest skips in the game. Hello. Oh, that one hurt me. Ow. Oh. And boom.
Nice.
Metal Sonic wins. Good for him.
Good for him.
Oh, nope. We're not going to options.
Smooth.
Alright, and this is the last zone of the game. So just 2 more stages. Hopefully nothing terrible happens. Because like this stage, for instance, has one of those like one-time grabs, you know, like that you... If you miss it, it's so over.
We don't want it to be so over. We've come so far. You've done. I mean, this run's super fast. I was really happy that you ended up submitting this. You were like, yeah, we could have seen a story again, or we can get something fresh, something new.
Oh yeah, I mean, I'm very excited. I got this into the event.
And I know the leaderboard moderators have not stubborn. They've given a requirement for this to sort of get its what should they call it? Get it, not respect, but like, you know, getting its leaderboard. Maybe this is your chance to have a call to arms to, you know, if anybody was interested and they wanted to try out Chow to help the cause, because there is a cause.
Yeah, I will talk about that after the run, I think.
Nice.
Oh. Okay. So, yeah, this is a relatively new category that I came up with myself.
Nice.
So this one can be a little tricky, like it's... go down, please. Please, Tails. Thank you. The simplest tasks are always the hardest. Oh. So the next Chow is the tricky one. So I'm gonna focus for a second here. Nice. So that one is just in a very weird location. Like if you destroy those wooden boxes, which is super easy to do, you cannot grab it if you're not Tails, and if you and if you don't fly.
Yeah.
Why is the level? Sorry.
There's somebody in the chat who's curious about what the story reason is for why there seems to be a city in complete despair. And
I was about to answer that question. I'll do that in a few moments, because the very last stage in this game has the only actual glitch. We're not going to story mode. Why am I? It's the options I'm in. Why am I doing it? Oh, come on. Menuing is hard.
Menuing in a Sonic game? Ugh.
So yeah. So in the previous stage, you saw those cannons that shoot me, and those cannons can shoot at two different angles. Oh, come on. What are you doing? So if I shoot right before the angle change happened, I'll try that again. Sorry. I want to show that. I guess not this time. Yeah, if you shoot the cannon right before it changes the angle, right, the very last frame, you can shoot it very fast, much faster than intended, and hopefully I will be able to show that later. There is gonna be another what is called a cannon glitch, because it's a glitch involving a cannon.
That's a great name. It's a great name.
But yeah, so the reason why this place looks like that, the TLDR version is that Eggman found out about a beast called Ifrit, and this is the future. We kind of teleported to a different dimension, and this is the timeline where Iblis... Oh, sorry. That's the wrong guy. Ignore me. The Ifrit destroyed everything.
Here I go.
They obviously didn't steal the idea from Sonic 06, obviously.
Oh, no, definitely not. What year was this game again?
Sorry?
What year did this game end up coming out? I know it's on my notes somewhere, but...
Oh, I missed the second cannon glitch. Oh well. 2007.
Okay.
So, yeah. Oops. They might have reused an idea. And there's a little funny coming up. So hopefully I will be able to show it. It's like a little gag that they put in the game.
Oh.
Oh, So if you look just below the pause menu, you can see that there is a little cow in this tornado.
There's the cow. Let's
That's
go.
the cow. Yeah, I found this like very randomly. I have no idea why they're here. It's probably just like a funny thing the devs did. But yeah, this tornado is scaring a cow.
That tornado is carrying a cow.
It really is. But yeah, time is coming up in just a couple of seconds. And time.
GG. Nicely done.
So, because we got all the chow, we are awarded with this beautiful card of Razor Gene saying find all chow in free play and Elise parenthesis child. Yeah. That's the card ever.
Truly the card of all time.
Yeah, so one thing I didn't really talk about is that there are these cards in this game and they act as sort of like an achievement system pretty much. So like you get cards for completing all the funny challenges. And I believe there are 150 cards in this game, so good luck getting them all. Yeah.
Well, that was a very good run. When are you planning to do a all cards category? I think everybody's wondering that. Having since you've mentioned it.
So the funny thing is that this category stemmed from a discussion in my Twitch chat. I had a couple of people discuss like, oh, what if he does an all card run? And this is my response. Yeah, this is all you get. Sorry.
What would the hypothetical be? How long do you think that would take?
I have no idea. I had an idea to maybe try and do a segmented, just do a few streams where I try and get all cards. But the problem is that some of those cards require you to play with someone else, not in online mode, but find someone with another console and
ad hoc.
Game. Yeah.
Dang. Well, there we go. Well, we've got answers now, but have you got any shout outs that you'd like to give from the community or just your community?
Oh yeah, for sure. I would love, first of all, give a shout out to Boog, to the man who ran Sonic Rivals 1 a few years ago on this channel for Sonic Hotfix like this. And, I saw the run and I thought, well, what if I do a run of another Sonic Rivals game? So I picked this up. I did some story runs, and then this category happened. But I also ended up running Sonic Rivals 1 and taking all the records in this game. That game, oops. So yeah. Shout outs to Boog. Obviously, huge shout outs to Alexis, who has a bunch of records in this game for different categories and whose runs I watched a lot to learn the runs. And obviously, a huge shout out to all of my friends from the Sonic speedrunning community and just the Sonic speedrunning community in general. It's very, very cool community, and I am very grateful for all the support. I wouldn't have been here without all the people around me. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, very good bunch. And if folks have enjoyed, this run, enjoyed you, and I'm sure they're thinking, wow, this run has been really good. I wonder if this person does puzzle streams or, Sudoku streams. I'm sure it's on everybody's mind, but if you want to give yourself a little bit of a shout out, you are more than welcome to.
Yeah, so I run this game. I run Sonic Rivals 1, which may be a better speedrun than this. Don't tell anyone. Don't tell anyone.
Okay.
Yeah. I love both games in their own way. So yeah, I run Rivals 1, Rivals 2. I run Sonic Adventure DX. I did a few runs of Sonic Heroes. Maybe I'll come back to that game at some point.
Ooh.
Who knows? Okay. I run Sonic 4 Episode 1 and 2. Good old classic Sonic. Yeah, and I'm planning to learn more Sonic games, maybe some non-Sonic games too. And yeah, as he mentioned, I am a big Sudoku fan. So occasionally I would stream puzzle solving, puzzle setting. So if you're into that, feel free to join the stream whenever I do those. But yeah, thank you for having me. I had a lot of fun, and good luck with the rest of your event here.
Awesome. Yeah, Black Doom, thank you so much. It's great to hear, the kind of the story, the pipeline from seeing somebody else giving the other run a go and thinking, I can do that. Because that is what speedrunning is pretty much. Like, if you see somebody doing something and you're thinking, maybe I could try that. You can most certainly try that. You don't have to, be at the top. You don't have to set yourself too lofty goals. You can just do games at your pace. And as it turns out for you, like you've set your goals. You've come in and thought, I can do this, and you've swept some leaderboards. You've got some really top times in a lot of games, which is super impressive. I've really enjoyed seeing how you've sort of grown into speedrunning.
Yeah, thank you. One last thing that I completely wanted to say and I completely forgot, and thank you for reminding me, Hib. So as Hib said, this is a very new category. I am the only person running it, and if you want to help us, which are like two active runners of this game, get this category on the leaderboards. So we need 3 people running this category at least to make it quote unquote official. And this is in my opinion, a great category to start with this game, because this game is known for its brutal rubber banding, a lot of RNG, all that good stuff. This run has none of that. It's just pure platforming, pure execution. It's very short because it removes half of the boss and all that stages.
Yep. The bosses are rough as well.
Yeah. The bosses are the biggest RNG points in this game, in fact. So, if you thought this looks cool, please join the Sonic Speedrun Discord. I'll be more than happy to see you there.
Awesome. Well, I've kind of put my foot in the mud by showing that I have a PSP and I have a copy of the game, so I don't really have an excuse not to try and help out the cause. But if one other was interested, then hey, we've got a revolution going. But Black Doom, thank you so much. Everybody go check out Black Doom. You'd be silly not to. And yeah, make sure that you're sticking around, because we are going to be taking an intermission, and then we're going to be handing over to a game that you may have heard of. If you've watched the first Sonic and the event, you will have watched and listened to a very shaky runner try and do his best Argic impression and fail horrendously, and go on to do one of the worst marathon runs of the game ever. Broken Hyperlink is surely going to be doing a better job of Sega Sonic the Hedgehog, so we're going to be going over to that. But before we do, just a reminder, if you're on YouTube, firstly, hello. Please be sure to press the like button on this video and subscribe to the channel. And why not join us on Twitch whilst the runs are happening live? Join in on the hype and have fun with the rest of the chat. Folks, we are going to be going to an intermission, and then after that, Sega Sonic the Hedgehog for the arcade. What an interesting game. See you in a bit.